Hello and hi fellow humans, welcome back to my channel. For those who don't know, Lina Lakakikamo, and welcome back to my channel. If you are a returning subby, I love you so much. Thank you for watching my content. Even though sometimes we'll be getting 4 views, 10 views, but we're here, we're showing up, and I love that for us. But yeah, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Do all of the cute stuff. And yeah, today is Vlogmas Day 5, and I'm kind of going through it a bit. I won't even lie to you. I woke up this morning. The first thing I did, I'm really maintaining the habit of spending time in the Word. So I was just meditating on Romans 8, which is the chapter that I'm focusing on this week, right? So yeah, and then yeah, man. I guess I was just in my feels because I even posed a question on my TikTok, and I was just like, you know what, in the meantime, while Papa God is making the promise come together, how do you make the waiting easier? And I'm starting to realize that there is no way to make the waiting easier. You just have to stay present, stay in faith, stay focused, man. You gotta stay focused on just really meeting Papa God where he how do I say this? Yeah, meeting Papa God where he expects you to be, like spending time in the Word and just really focusing yourself and aligning yourself. So yeah, that's the best I can do at this moment. I was really in my feels a bit, but but yeah, I'm just watching a few more videos by Seb. I'm big like the type of videos I watch. I'm very into the self-development content, and YouTubers like Sebastian. Sorry, Seb. I don't know how to say your surname. Gorgio. Sebastian Gorgio, right? And Luke and all of these people and Iman. I realized that it's more centered around men, which is the wildest thing to me. It's like women watch your content too. Like, you know, don't leave us out. Anywho, but yeah, so I like that type of content. I like the self-development, the mindset content, only because I really am a big believer in what your mind can do for you. I mean, with your mindset correct, there is no telling how limitless you can be. So yeah, just consuming a lot of content that is helpful to your frame of mind in general. I think I recommend 10 out of 10. But yeah, anywho, so there's that, and yeah, I'll be chilling pretty much. It's December. Chill. Like I said, guys, stay at home. Hey, I don't know what the vibes are, but the vibes are saying stay at home. Spend time with Papa God, spend time with your family, get to know the people you love, get to actually know them. What do they like? What don't they like? But yeah, that's pretty much it. That's what I'm doing today. That's pretty much what I do most of the day, is consume a lot of content. Content that's helpful for me, that's beneficial for me to build the mindset and helping me to actually get to where I need to be mindset wise. So yeah, that's pretty much it for the day, but I have nothing else planned. I really am taking the time to just be still. Sometimes we get caught up in the productivity of things and not really spend time just being still. So that's what my day looks like. But I hope you guys are good. And yeah, we'll see where the rest of this vlog goes. But if it doesn't go anyway, there's one thing I need you to remember. It's all coming together. Patience. This is for Gamu 2023. Patience. It's all coming together. Actually, I'm starting to realize that the reason why I might have been, sorry, this is so weird, but the reason why I might have been a little bit fidgety is because, remember I told you I deleted my socials. So actually, I feel like a lot of the time that I'm spending, how do I put this? The time that I have is usually the time that I'd be on socials, which is actually so wild. That makes so much sense. Actually, let me go read. But I love you guys. Good evening, fellow humans. Let me step into the light so you can see how good my skin be. Child. Give me the stop it. Say something. Okay. Anyway, second half of this video is pretty much me doing what I do every night, which is dish duty. And for some reason, I feel like this is not the one time. That would be a lie. But this is where I feel like the Holy Spirit speaks to me the most, because I feel like Papa God likes it when things are in order. If I'm making sense, like the process of, packing the dirty dishes together, washing them one by one, cleaning them, drying them, that whole process is a thing. But yeah, the kiddies are on holiday, so usually my brother's the one that helps me with the dishes when they're on holiday. But yeah, I just watched an episode of Pastor Tim Ross's man, the basement is that's where all believers need to be. Part of me, that's where we all need to be, man. So he was just talking about how he started with Upset the News. If you haven't, go check it out. And it just reminded me of what the Holy Spirit was just telling me to do about shooting every day. Just do it, man. You don't know, like, why is it heavy on your heart to do something? So just do it. You don't know why Papa God wants that for you. You don't know what season it's for. But I know that I enjoy doing this and I love doing it. And I'm doing it because I love Papa God and I don't want to be disobedient. So, yeah. Come wash the dishes with me, I guess. You know the vibes. Yeah. So I'm just here and I'm busy thinking about how cool it would be, right? How cool would it be once the things you've seen actually start materializing? Like, I know that it happens more often than not. Like, for example, I referenced my EP a lot because actually that was the first thing where I was like, wow, I wasn't that committed. My life was in a bit of a mess. I was just doing what I could. I was working crazy hours while I was managing the restaurant in Tembisa. I was working crazy hours. And then after work, I still catch an Uber and go to Santon and go to studio and record the whole night. And then go to work back in the morning. So it was just but that type of grit and determination, I didn't know I had in me. And it's those types of things I'm trying to tap back into, right? Especially when it comes to the creating space, because I love creating. So it's just those types of things, like just seeing the dreams materialize because of how much consistency you put in, how much you trust God to see you through. So here's my thing. What I was trying to actually say is that in that time, I wasn't even half of the mindset that I'm at right now. I wasn't even in that space where I was like, okay, I'm going to consistently I was just doing it because of how badly and how deeply I wanted Toro to become a reality, right? But I realized that with this mentality and with this mindset and removing all of the things that are distractions, like socials and all of this stuff, focusing on really myself. I had a season of singleness for a year, but I realized that it's not enough. I needed time to really develop myself and really take care of myself and really be happy with where I'm at and see what I can do when I partner with God, when I really am living according to the way I know He sees fit for me, firstly, and secondly, being true to my creativity and creating at all shapes, sizes, phases of my life, really, where even in this phase where to most people would be like, oh, this is not ideal, whatever, but I be going through some weird mindset shifts. Maybe it's something worse Joanna felt like kids would look. Anyway, so I've been going through some weird mindset shifts where I'm just like, oh, okay, things might look like they are paused, but actually the work that's being done in me is so beautiful, where I'm getting to realize who I really am, what my voice really sounds like. I love how I sound like. I love what I'm saying through my voice. I love that Papa God can use me because I've alleviated everything that could potentially become an idol, anything that could potentially become a stressor to me. So or a strainer to my relationship with him. So it's just those type of things. I look forward to what this time next year is going to look like. I like that I'm using this platform as a free speech diary where I'm documenting literally my journey through this life thing as I'm figuring it out, right? What the everyday actually looks like what every single day looks like. And right now I'm in the season where every single day it looks like just me getting to know different things about myself while figuring it out, while not having the distractions. And I'm enjoying it, but it's also emotionally taxing a lot. I shed a few tears earlier because I realized that I actually experienced a breakup, and I really never got to cry except for when I was experiencing the breakup. Like, so me and my partner at the time, we broke up. And the only time I really cried was when I was with him. The last time we spoke, and we pretty much parted ways, but it wasn't parting ways on a bad note. Like, he's genuinely an amazing guy. And I'm so grateful to him for so many things that he's taught me, things that he showed me, things about me that he mirrored. We were so much alike, like it's crazy. Like, and just the love that I experienced from him, really, and the love we gave each other. So just learning what love looks like after a previous heartbreak, like 2 years ago, where it's like you didn't even think you'd even recover from that type of energy. But to be able to love again and fully love again with somebody who is reciprocal. And yeah, I genuinely appreciate that. I genuinely appreciate the time that we got to spend together. Sometimes it's scary that you can actually be in a relationship with somebody and think, yeah, now you've landed in the relationship. But for some reason, I guess Papa God hasn't really said yes. So you kind of have to keep it moving. I think for me, I realized that I hadn't really dealt with the amount of trauma I had experienced, especially in terms of relationships. Like, I've been just going through the most in terms of relationships. So yeah, so ending that, so I didn't really get to grieve properly the end of the relationship, which I had done now today, where I was like, wow, okay, that happened. What does singleness, sobriety, and celibacy look like for me right now? Yeah, what does my singleness really require from me in order for me to be continued, or in order for me to continue being aligned? And what does recovering from a second heartbreak look like? It's not as detrimental as the last one, but detrimental nonetheless, because of the amount of love and attachment and just shared value, shared philosophy, just shared outlook on life. You know, those types of things you don't just find everywhere. So really grateful to know that my heart is able to love again. So I have not given up on the concept of love. I feel like maybe Papa God needs me to learn a few things about myself before I'm actually able to commit fully in a relationship. I guess in heart, in the way of trust, that is. I think I still have a lot of trust issues. So there's that. My trust issues, Shem. I think my past couple of relationships, right, crippled me really when it comes to the trust aspect, because they were very trifling. I love y'all, I pray for y'all really, but you guys were trifling. Y'all back in the day, you guys were trifling. The cheating was non-stop, and I hope that you guys have become better people, because my goodness. Anyway, so I think because of that, my heart had naturally developed walls around it to a certain degree, and I'm generally a very loving and open person, and I realized that my heart is very, very open, but it's like one mistake is doy, and I don't want that to be a real thing for me. I want to be able to love and really trust my person, even if they were to make a mistake or something like that. But I feel like I haven't reached that point yet. I feel like that's the one thing that really needs to be worked on in me, where it's like I need to develop a serious sense of trust. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Crazy stuff. Anywho, let me continue with the dishes, but the vibes are up.